unfortunately. So just to be clear, this is not a protest, this is simply sharing awareness that Movati has allowed men, biological men in the women's change rooms.
Can you maybe just talk a little bit about the situation that you went through and then your post and then why you guys are out here?
Okay, so on April the 28th, I went to the gym, and so they have a women's only steam room, sauna, change room, and showers. So I went into the sauna, and there was a man in the sauna. He was very chatty with me. I was cordial with him. I answered back. I wasn't rude or anything like that. And so by the time that he walked out of the sauna, and that allowed me to have a shower, get changed, and everything, 25 minutes had gone by. And in that 25 minutes, he had been sitting on the change room bench watching women in undress. From there, I went to the front desk. I spoke to a girl that I've never seen working there before, and I simply said to her, I just want to let you know that there is a man in the women's change room. She gave no response, and her face didn't change, so I repeated what I said. And at that point, she said, we are in an all-inclusive facility. I asked her what that meant. I said, so women can go in the men's change room too now? Is that what's going on? And she didn't answer me. I asked her probably 4 times that question. She still didn't answer me. My voice was not raised whatsoever with her. I left, I went to the police station, I placed a complaint, and then that night I put a post that anyone can see on my Facebook. It's respectful, it's neutral, it's not sharing any feelings or anything like that. It just simply shares exactly what happened. Then on May the 2nd, Jen, the main manager from Movati, she sent me an email, and she said that my 19-year membership of good standing with Movati had been terminated immediately. So there was no investigation. No one had reached out to me to ask me what's been happening. I've had several supporters, like hundreds of supporters, that have sent me messages. A lot of people had also said to me that their support on my personal Facebook, that they were threatened by their employers that they had to take that support off, or else they were going to lose their job. So that's what's happening. We have people that are afraid to come out to say, no, we don't want men in the women's change room. This has nothing to do with the LGBTQ or being against LGBTQ or anything like that. I have a live and let live attitude. I just do not want a man in the change room with women.
Were you aware if the person was a member of the LGBT community? Did they say anything in that sense? Or?
Well, in his chattiness with me, he did tell me that he had a live-in girlfriend that worked at a mine. So he's a heterosexual man involved with a woman.
Can you maybe talk about the importance of you and all you guys out here, raising awareness?
Well, I think that a lot of people really have no idea what's happening. And I mean, like, think about this. Like, perhaps your mother or your grandmother, they had only ever seen one man, and that would be their husband. Like, would they be okay to be in a change room with a man watching them? And I've heard from several people every day that go to the gym that he sits there, he's even taken pictures of women. So people are complaining, going to the front desk, and front desk is saying, it's discrimination to say anything to him. But if that were you in the change room taking pictures, which is against the contract, you would have your membership terminated. So would I. So why is this okay for a man to be in the change room taking pictures, which other people are noticing and they're talking about it?
Did you file a complaint with the police regarding the photos being taken?
Well, I wasn't there, so this is just something that was told to me. And that was on a Facebook Messenger. So, no, that would be up to that person to be coming forward.
I got nothing on my brain.
I guess, what are you hoping Movati and the residents of Thunder Bay take away from this?
Well, I'm really hoping that Movati addresses the fact that women do not want biological men in our change rooms. We're not comfortable with that. They have enough money and they have a lot of space. They can build a family-friendly, change room, just like, you probably don't remember this, but in the late 80s or early 90s, Intercity, they had talked about having that men would be allowed in the women's rooms, and there was such an outcry from the community. That's why they ended up building the family unit in the bathroom, like to not allow men in the women's change rooms, or sorry, in the bathrooms. No one was comfortable with that. The same thing is going on now, but people are just too scared to say anything because, you know, a lot of people that are standing over there, they think that we're against LGBTQ. That's absolutely not the case. Not at all.
Considering the changes in society over the years, how can you dispel and you know, say to, you know, I guess be your counter the other, I don't want to say counter protest, but you know, because it's the other group here, that this is not against the LGBT community or an attack in some way against that community?
Well, I've actually tried to address that by having that conversation, but that wasn't being met well, and my words were getting like twisted around, and it was unfortunate that there couldn't be that open conversation, because I know for a fact that most people under LGBTQ, they do not want men in a women's change room.
Yeah, that's all we have. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
Well, I'm really hoping that people will come forward and not be afraid to speak out, and especially the men. You know, there's a lot of men that go to Movati. How would they feel to know if their wife, their mother, or their daughter was in a change room with a man watching them? Who would be comfortable with that?
Perfect. That's all we need.
Thank you.
Thank you.